Benfica get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Now it's Ruben Neves. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Not the most convincing of passes. Rodri. And it's Pedri. Oh, good spread. Now it's Rashford. And he's intervened well there. Hakimi threads one in. It's a pretty loose pass. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Rashford. McTominay. Out to the right. Crosses it in. Terrific header. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Benfica, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. He has found the way through. Raul. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Costa Curta. And it's Rodri. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Rashford. He is through here. It's a good-looking delivery. Adams deals with that comfortably. Now it's Puskas. That has not gone well. Costa Curta. Beckenbauer. McTominay, played out towards the right wing. It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. Adams attempts a clearance. Good chance here. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Hakimi. It's a good run down the right. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely spread. Half an hour played now. Now that's well seen too. Now it's Neymar. Tries to dink it through. Decent chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Could be danger here. Koundé.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He's picked his way through, and he's in on goal. Neymar! Now it's Neymar. Tries a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Roberto Carlos. Defending was strong and firm. Bayer Leverkusen finding their passes. He's through here. Neymar receives it in a wide position. That has ended up in no man's land. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Haaland. Fernandes. Haaland. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rashford. And Koundé. And it's Rodri. Beckenbauer. Neymar. Nicely shaped ball. Rivaldo is wide and looking to get onto this. He's in space and looking for options. He rises! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Costa Curta. Benfica still this single goal behind. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Puskás really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Benfica with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Benfica have their second corner now. Tries to get it clear. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Benfica really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Not the most accurate pass. Some resolute defending there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Fernandes. Quality ball. He's in a good... There's the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, that was no routine save.
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 24. Número 20. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 47. Número 13.
Roberto Carlos plays it short.
That's good defensive concentration.
Back in once more. Punched away. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Pass somewhat off target. Costa Curta. Neymar. He's found the way through. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Benfica making another change here. Ibrahimovic getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Great vision. Oh no, what has happened? This time, surely! In he goes again!
Benfica simply cannot let their heads drop. They need their big characters now to keep them going.
He's one-on-one! It's Neymar! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And another try! And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 11. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Gakpo. A corner it is then. Corner number 4 coming up here. And he's had a shot! Off the post! And the lead stays intact, just.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Koundé. Here's Ljungberg. And it's McTominay. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ljungberg.
Bayer Leverkusen nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That is a great pick out. Good read, needed to be cleared without complication.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Oh, this is a great position. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, some tackle that. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Puskás, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Stood up well to him there. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Messi. He's in a great position here, and he's in on goal. And the shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Hazard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. Chance! That's a half-decent try. Threads one in, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, there's the clearance. Alexander-Arnold. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a good ball. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Camavinga! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And it's Cruyff. Out to the left it goes. Doku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now the ball in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Knocks it out wide. Doku, expertly cut out, really nicely done. It's a really well-measured ball. Great vision. Can he get onto this? Benfica are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Camavinga. Oh, that's well spotted. Costa Curta. Rice. Benfica ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Azar. DiMarco. It's just beyond his reach. And he's had it nicked away. Messi. He is through here. Now it's Camavinga. That's a nicely weighted... And the finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Hakimi. Rice. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. What a throw in. "15 minutes till half-time. Camavinga for Messi. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Scholes. Foden. And it's Hakimi. That has been cut short. Messi. Alexander-Arnold carries the ball down the right. Hazard. Now there's a fine ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Can he get on the end of this? Aimed in towards the centre. Hakimi clears it away. Well, that pass isn't the best. And this is Messi. It's loose now and they want to get it back. He has a look up. Brilliantly cut out. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Rashford. And that has been slung wide. Rashford unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tries to thread one through, back into the middle. And that's an excellent interception. Ambitious ball here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So, off we go once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Doku. Neither of these two want to come off second best. For Rice. Cruyff. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And he's picked it up out. A header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Borussia Dortmund have their third corner. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Out towards the flank. Camavinga. Across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And here's Hazard. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Roberto Carlos. Rice. Scholes. Roberto Carlos.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Camavinga. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Camavinga. And here's Rashford. And here's Di Marco. Rashford. Hazard finds himself offside. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. That's a throw. And he was quick to react. Roberto Carlos. Doku in acres of space out wide. Scholes. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And here's Doku. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Adams.
Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Cruyff. Scholes. Doku. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Roberto Carlos is eyeing up his options in the middle.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Terrific header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to pass it through. Now it's Hazard. Rashford. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, nice touch. Rashford stood his ground strongly. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tomori kept aware, and Messi! Good first touch, and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Roberto Carlos. Rice. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Rashford. Good claim. No margin for error there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's looking wide. Nice sequence of passes, this. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Picked out brilliantly. That has not gone well. Messi. And he's gone looking for safety. Rashford.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4.
So, time for changes
Número
on
7.
both sides, actually.
Número 47. Número 23. Scholes. Número 15. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Adams.
Número 9. Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, just skips past his man.
Número 22.
Oh, brilliant save under real pressure.
Está a acontecer uma
Well, that
substituição.
defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Mbappe! Oh, that's incredible! Finally, finally, finally! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Borussia Dortmund take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
And this is Roberto Carlos. And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, efforts, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, He's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. And he's worked it through, and he's managed to get free. Goes for a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Bellingham. Scholes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, a delicate chip through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Donnarumma claims it without any fuss. Foden. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and size.
It scores! Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Scholes tries a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Zanetti. Aimed beyond the defence. And here's Bojan. And he's there to belt it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Foden. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Haaland. Scholes. Played out wide. And it's Roberto Carlos. Threads one in. Cleared without complication. Bellingham. Howson gets good distance on it. Kukçu.
Las Vegas Lights really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And the long ball is ridiculed somewhat, but long passing will always have a respect, particularly if it picks out the movement up front, of course.
No, that's been intercepted. Half an hour played now. And it's made its way to him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Danger averted for now. And that's definitely not his best. It's a good run down the right. He has found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Bellingham. Foden. Haaland. Great chance! Goal! Benfica! The breakthrough strike!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Puskás. Oh, super find. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And that has been clubbed away. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Throw in. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Rijkaard.
Benfica are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Hakimi,
Vamos ter minuto de
the
compensação.
most accurate pass. Now it's Bojan. That's a smashing touch to get him away. And he's managed to get rid. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Benfica head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're off again.
Benfica really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I laugh.
Oh, shooting chance! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. And here's Maradona. Bojan. Bojan! Costa Curta. And it's Roberto Carlos. Short changes him with that pass. Now it's Maradona. Now it's Bojan. That's very neat. He's found a way through. It's not an especially good pass, that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe. Bellingham. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, easy pickings there. Still just a single goal between the sides. Benfica looking to pass their way through. Maradona, he can run onto that. That is good alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's picked it up out wide. Bellingham gets into some space. Knocks it into space. It's a promising position. And he shoots! And it's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, what has happened here?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. Ruben Neves. Puskás. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? And this is... And Puskás! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. That is certainly not what he had in mind.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
Robertson. Now it's Kokchu. Costa Curta. Now, can they get him away? That ball looks a good... Oh, he's been caught napping!
Las Vegas Lights clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Maradona. Pinches it off him. Scholes. Passing nice and neat. Albert Ferrer cuts it out. And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. This looks promising. He's chance for a shot! Now that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número
We have got
24.
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Roberto Carlos.
And he
Número
thumps
7.
it clear.
Número 22. Número
Out to the
20.
left it goes.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 5, número 13, número 11, número 4.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's got... And the finish! It's hit the upright. Ball swung in. Cleared away. Oh, he's been chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as...
There's the shot! It's run loose, who's going to... And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love.